Nvidia just made a major move in the investment world. They've been experiencing a few days of continuous dip. But this all changes today. They secured a huge win today. And they even crushed a $100 billion company because of this. What happened to Nvidia? And what does this mean for your investments? Well, let me explain. Disclaimer. The tech world just received a shocking update today. Investors of Nvidia are in for a potentially huge payday. But this huge win isn't entirely good. There might be something bad lurking behind this huge update. So stay tuned and let's get right into it. Huge bombshell just dropped for Nvidia. They're officially joining the Dow Jones Industrial Average. This is massive news that could shake up the market. And on top of this, there's an even more bullish update. Nvidia is replacing Intel on the Dow Jones Index. It's a major move in the tech world, and Intel losing its spot highlights how fast things are changing. Nvidia's entry into the Dow Jones is expected to send the stock soaring in the coming days. The Dow Jones is one of the most prestigious and closely watched indexes, and Nvidia just secured its place in it. Being part of the Dow not only boosts the company's credibility, but also means it will be included in many more portfolios that track the index. This can increase demand for the stock, pushing its price higher. And here's why this matters. Replacing Intel is a significant achievement. Intel has been a major player in tech for years, but Nvidia's rise shows how dominant they've become, especially with their strong position in AI and gaming. Kicking out Intel and stepping into its place proves Nvidia is now one of the top tech companies in the world. Nvidia's stock is expected to explode as investors react to the news. Entering the Dow Jones brings more attention, more investments, and more potential growth. This could be just the beginning of a new era for Nvidia. So, Nvidia achieved this. What then is going to happen to the company? Hear this out. The Dow is made up of only 30 companies, so getting in is a big deal. The hurdle to join is very high. Famous names like Tesla and Netflix aren't part of the index, showing just how exclusive it is. It's not just about being a big company in terms of market capitalization. There's a limit to how many companies from each sector can be included, which makes the competition tough. Being part of the Dow Jones Industrial Average is highly sought after. It's one of the oldest and most trusted stock indexes. And here's why this is exciting. When a company is added, it gains more credibility. Investors see it as a sign of long-term strength and stability. Many investment funds and retirement plans track the Dow, so when a company joins, it automatically gets more exposure and demand. For Nvidia, being included in the Dow Jones shows they've become one of the most important companies in the US economy. It's not just a tech company anymore, it's a key player in the overall market. Being in the Dow can boost Nvidia's stock value and open new doors for further growth and investment. In fact, they're already experiencing the benefits of being announced as part of the index. Hear this out. Nvidia is about to see a surge in demand from index funds, and next week, these funds track the Dow Jones Industrial Average and are required to hold shares of every company in the index. With Nvidia joining the Dow, these funds will need to buy its stock, increasing demand. But for now, Nvidia is already growing. Nvidia already rose 3% in after-hours trading after the weekly close. This jump came right after the news that Nvidia will enter the Dow, replacing Intel. The excitement is building, and investors are reacting quickly to this major shift. Nvidia is expected to explode with even more interest from funds and institutions. These large investors are required to hold shares of companies in the Dow Jones, so Nvidia will be in high demand. The 3% rise we've already had could be just the beginning. It's the first sign of what's coming next. With Nvidia now part of such a prestigious index, more investors will want to get in. The demand from funds and institutions will continue to push the stock higher. The 3% jump is a clear signal that people see this as a huge opportunity. It's not hard to imagine how much more Nvidia's stock could climb in the coming days. But on the other side of things, there's some speculation that this recent movement isn't entirely good for the company. Not everyone is excited about Nvidia's addition to the Dow Jones. Some people still have negative thoughts about this move. They believe it might not be as good as it seems. And this is why some people think this way. The Dow Jones Committee added Intel when it was at its peak. Now, Intel is being removed after its stock has fallen significantly. The question people are asking now is, are they adding Nvidia at the top? If that's the case, it could mean Nvidia might face a similar situation. Some worry that this could signal a drop for Nvidia soon. When a company gets added to the Dow Jones at a high point, It sometimes leads to a downward trend afterward. Nvidia has been on a massive run, and this could be a warning that its stock may not continue climbing for much longer. While Nvidia's inclusion in the Dow is big news, the idea that it could be at the top raises concerns for some. If the pattern repeats itself, Nvidia could see a fall after this initial surge. Investors will be keeping a close eye on the stock to see if history repeats itself. However, in the long run, Nvidia could be doing excellently. Despite some concerns, Nvidia remains strong for the future. Jensen Huang, Nvidia's CEO, reassures the public about their Blackwell chips. He confirmed that production is on track. Blackwell is already in full production, and Nvidia is set to deliver volume production by Q4. This means Nvidia has completed all the steps needed to manufacture the chips, though they aren't producing large quantities just yet. Full production means everything is operational, but the output is still ramping up. Volume production is when Nvidia will start producing the Blackwell chips in large quantities to meet market demand. This is expected to happen soon, and it shows that Nvidia is gearing up for a big release. With Blackwell coming, Nvidia's future looks promising. Even with doubts about their Dow Jones entry, Nvidia's strong outlook and product pipeline could keep them on top. On top of this, there are also rumors that Nvidia might acquire part of Supermicro. This would help Nvidia with the production of better chips in the future. Supermicro's expertise in high-performance computing could play a key role in improving Nvidia's chip technology. Looking ahead to 2025, there's a strong prediction that Nvidia will acquire a stake in Supermicro. This move would provide the funding needed to support large-scale GPU and liquid cooling purchases for developing the Blackwell rack systems. Nvidia's focus on ramping up production for its next-generation chips makes this potential partnership even more strategic. But this will still rely on any updates regarding Supermicro's case. But if this pushes through, then it will be big for Nvidia. And here's even crazier updates for Nvidia's future outlook. Microsoft may reportedly spend up to $10 billion renting AI servers from Nvidia-backed CoreWeave between 2023 and 2030. Microsoft's AI capacity is struggling to keep up with demand, and this partnership could help them meet those growing needs. With Nvidia's backing, CoreWeave is becoming a key player in providing the computing power necessary for AI advancements. But this is just the beginning. Nvidia continues to revolutionize the world with its groundbreaking technology. While others might fall behind, Nvidia keeps pushing forward, outperforming competitors with strong innovation. The company's ability to stay ahead of the curve is evident in both their AI advancements and market performance. There were also repeat call buys into the close for Nvidia. Someone must have known something about the big news that was coming. It's another sign that investors are seeing potential in Nvidia's future, with growing demand from major companies like Microsoft and the constant push for innovation. All these updates point to Nvidia potentially exploding in the future. With Microsoft relying on Nvidia-backed CoreWeave for AI servers and Nvidia's constant developments in GPUs and cooling systems, the company is positioning itself for more success. However, while the outlook is strong, it's important to note that the future is never certain. Nvidia's growing partnerships, new product lines, and strategic moves, like their potential stake in Supermicro, show they're ready for long-term success. The company is setting itself up to meet the increasing demands for AI, gaming, and advanced technology. Investors are already showing confidence with significant call buys, and the market seems to be responding. The future could be bright for Nvidia, but only time will tell how these moves play out. But what do you think about this? Let us hear your thoughts in the comments. If you are curious to find more, then make sure to click on one of the videos you see on the screen. And with that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, then turn on the notifications bell on this channel. Missing an important Nvidia update might make you lose money. So, don't risk it. Also, please share this video with as many people as possible. Let's get this news out there.